In today's lesson, we are going to explain the monsoon in India. First of all, we all know that India is located at the monsoon region. Here, we all know that we are observing the monsoon during the rainy season. That is, during June to September. This is the fully rainy season and this rainy season in India is fully dependent on the presence of the monsoon. The word monsoon actually derived from the Arabian word Monsoon. Arabian word Monsoon, which means the seasons. So monsoon is a simple seasonal reversal of the wind system. So we are observing the monsoon between June and the September, but its preparation actually started during the March. We all know that Tropic of Cancer actually passes from middle part of the India, that is from western part of the India to the eastern part, that is from Gujarat to the Mizoram. So this is the Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree north. So Tropic of Cancer played a crucial role for the formation of the different types of the climate in India. So this Tropic of Cancer actually divided the whole India into two different climatic zones. So we all know that equator is passing from the southern part of the India, that is the 0 degree. So the southern part of the India actually located towards the near to the equator, that is this climatic zone is known as the tropical climatic zone, and above the Tropic of the Cancer the climatic zone is known as the subtropical climatic zone. So during the time of the March, we all know the sun is rising vertically over the equator, and when the sun starting its journey or the marching towards the northern hemisphere, that during the month of the June the sun started fall vertically over the Tropic of the Cancer. But during the time of the March, the whole situation of the India in observing during the time of the March, the landform in India, that is the continental part of the India and its subcontinent, not only the India but also its subcontinent, that is the Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Bangladesh, those are the absolutely actually known as the India and its subcontinent. So during the time of the March, the whole landform area of the India experiencing the low pressure. So why the low pressure? Because the sun is fallen vertically over the equator and it started marching towards the north. So due to the presence of the sun, the land gets heated very rapidly than the adjoining oceans. So this is the basic property of the land, that land heated very fast than the ocean and than the liquid, and it's retained it and it's started to fall the heat so fastly. So during the time of the March or the April, the land is getting more heated than the adjoining oceans. So the low pressure is formed in the northern part of the India and its subcontinent. So this is the low pressure, and the high pressure is observing over the Bay of Bengal as well as over the Arabian Sea. So we are simply says that the high pressure area is formed over the Indian Ocean. So here Indian Ocean is located. So here the high pressure is formed. So during the time of the June, so due to the difference in the pressure gradient from high pressure to the low pressure, wind started to move towards the low pressure from the high pressure. So this is the trade winds which started to move towards the low pressure area. So this is the simple trade wind. So this is the actually southeast trade wind. Why this is the southeast? Because it is actually originated over the southern hemisphere and its direction is the eastern part. So this is the southeast trade wind. So this southeast trade wind, after crossing the equator, it moved towards the east based on the Coriolis force. And this southeast trade wind renamed as southwest monsoon. So in India and its subcontinent, we are observing two types of the monsoon. One is the southwest monsoon, which is actually observed during the rainy season or during the summer season. Another is the northeast monsoon, which we are observing in the winter season. But in this lesson or in this video, we are simply explaining the southwest monsoon. So this southeast trade wind, after crossing the equator, changes its direction towards the east due to the Coriolis force and started and marching towards the north. So after this southeast trade wind, actually known as the southwest monsoon. So first of all, southwest monsoon started to head towards the southern part of the India. So here, this type of monsoon entering India to two different part of. So one part is moving over the Bay of Bengal, another is the moving over the Arabian Sea. So there are two branches of the southwest monsoon. One is the Bay of Bengal branch, another is the Arabian branch. So first we are explaining the Arabian branch. So after reaching the southern part of the India, the Arabian branches of the southwest monsoon divided into three parts. So one part is directly hit at the western Ghat Plateau and started to fall over there, and after crossing the western Ghat, when it moved towards the east due to the lack of moisture, small amount of rainfall observed, and this is known as the rain-fed area. So western Ghat ranges, the western part is known as the excessive amount of the rainfall observed, and the eastern part rain-fed area is observed. So the second branches is directly started to move towards the north and started to fall some kinds of the rainfall over the Rajasthan. And another branch of the monsoon, Arabian branches of the monsoon directly move towards the north, and here we are observing the Punjab Plateau or the Punjab plain. So some rainfall we are observing on the Punjab plain. So here the monsoon, Arabian monsoon, meet with the another branches of the Bay of Bengal. In the case of the Bay of Bengal, we are observing that the first of all, the Bay of Bengal branches directly hit over the Arakan. So Arakan is actually located in the Myanmar. So after reaching the Myanmar, they move towards the west and enter in the Bangladesh. After entering in the Bangladesh, they directly enter through the West Bengal, and after entering the West Bengal, they move towards the north and started to fall huge amount of the rainfall. And here the Himalayan region is located. Due to the presence of the Himalaya, these moisture laden wind get directly heated by the Himalaya, and many amount of the rainfall started over there. After diverting by the Himalayan region, this rainfall or this rain-fed wind started to move towards the west. There is a two forces which actually determine the rain-fed moisture to move towards the west. One force is the presence of the Himalaya, another is the presence of the low pressure belt. So due to such kinds of forces, the moisture laden wind started to move towards the west, and here they meet with one of the branches of the Arabian Sea and started to rainfall here. Another branches of the Bay of Bengal directly hit over the Meghalaya Plateau. So here Khashi, Jayantia hills are observing or were located. So Monsoon is another point. This is a Cherrapunji. Maximum rainfall started over the Monsoon and the Cherrapunji. So such kinds of rainfall observed. So similar such kinds of situation actually we are observing from the first week of the June. So southern part of the India experiencing the severe rainfall from the first week of the June, and the whole situation mainly observed between the June to the September. So after September, the climatic position getting changes, that is the sun started to move towards the south. That is during the month of the September, the sun again started rises vertically over the equator, that is the equinox is there, and during that time the whole pressure belt get reversed. So during that time we are observing the low pressure belt over the oceans and the high pressure belt over the land. So during after the September, when such kinds of situation observed, these southwest monsoon started to leave India. When they started to leave India, one kinds of rainfall we are observing in the Tamil Nadu plateau. So Tamil Nadu plateau or the Tamil Nadu plain or the Tamil Nadu coastal area is one of the significant places in India which are actually observing or experiencing the rainfall during the winter season. So after the September, this reversing of the southwest monsoon, which is actually known as the northeast monsoon, we are observing. So during the time of the northeast monsoon, we are experiencing small kinds of rainfall because there is no such kinds of oceans or the water body is there from where the southwest monsoon collected the moisture. So due to the lack of moisture, small amount of rainfall we are observing during the winter season. But sometimes during this October or the November, we are observing the severe kinds of cyclone over the oceans due to the presence of the very bad depression or due to the presence of the low pressure zone. So due to the presence of the low pressure over the land, so some kinds of depression we are observing in the coastal part of the Odisha as well as the West Bengal. So in this way, the whole mechanism of the monsoon we are observing between the June to September, that is the southwest monsoon, and after September, the southwest monsoon started to retreat or started to leave the India, and it is replaced by the northeast monsoon. This is actually the winter monsoon. So northeast monsoon, during the time of the northeast monsoon, and that is sometimes in the case of the October, severe heat or severe climatic situation we are observing in the northern part of the India. So this situation is known as the October heat. So the presence and the absence of the monsoon is very much important and very much significant for the cultivation and for the economic purpose of the India, because our cultivation and our agricultural system of the India is fully dependent on the presence of monsoon. If monsoon is present, if the monsoon arrive in India particular duration of specific time, it would be better for the cultivation as well as the production. If it would be late, the monsoons begin the late, it would hamper our cultivation as well as agricultural system. In sometimes we are observing that amount of the monsoon is so significant that sometimes it causes a severe burst of the rainfall, which is also known as the monsoon burst. So monsoon, presence of monsoon and its functions all over the India as well as the subcontinent play a vital role in our economy. Thank you.